Hello guys, today we're going to be doing a first impressions and wear test on a product that I've been really lusting over. It is the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Sheer Foundation. So I am very excited. I got the color N2. I picked this up when I was at Mall of America with my mom, which was like 4 weeks ago. So this isn't like new, but I haven't tried it yet, so I wanted to just do a quick wear test, see how it applies, see how it wears, and I will be checking in at the end of the day. I'm going to be walking around outside and stuff today, so I thought today was a good day to test this out. So I've already primed. I am going to just take a little bit of concealer under my eyes before we go in with the foundation, and the nose and chin. I'm just gonna blend this in with a clean beauty blender. I primed my whole face with my Revlon mattifying primer, so that we won't see like primed versus unprimed. We're just gonna see how it wears, how I would normally do my face. I normally wear some sort of primer, even if it's not a mattifying primer, just to get something on my cheek that I can see with my peripheral vision. There we go. So I'm going to do half of my face with a brush and half with my sponge. So I'm just going to take, Serene Wu told me I'm supposed to shake it up really good, shake well. Yeah, apply to clean up moisturized skin with a brush, sponge, or fingertips. I generally don't like applying makeup or foundation with my fingertips because I don't like the feeling of foundation getting between my fingers. It gives me the ick. So I'm just going to take a little bit. That might be too much, but it's okay. This is in the name of science. On the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dot it on my face. So from what I understand, this is supposed to be very sheer and glowy, which is the trend right now. But this, I think they reformulated because I don't think it was always called like the Radiant Face and Body. I think it was just called MAC Face and Body before, but correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't done maybe it wasn't even reformulated, maybe it was just rebranded. I know Urban Decay has gotten called out for doing that, or Tarte I think too. I've gotten called out for doing that. So first impression is this is very, very sheer, as the name announces. So I don't see a ton of coverage, but I do think that it blends into my skin very well. So now I'm just gonna take my beauty sponge that I used for concealer and pat it into the other side of my face. I don't know if I see an immediate preference between application techniques. Neither of them seems to apply better. I think it just would be whichever one I happened to have on me or whichever way I happened to apply my concealer that day. So this is how the foundation is looking. I am going to set around my eyes with a little bit of powder. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop. I'm going to finish my face off camera, come back, show you what it's looking like right after application, and then I'll be back at the end of the day with my final thoughts. Okay, so here is the finished look. I'm gonna get very close into your personal space right now. So I feel like the skin looks really nice, very smooth. It is, as the name describes, very sheer, so you can still see a lot of my freckles, a little bit of acne that I have popping through my face is looking a little bit dewier than it is going to in the long run, in like about 5 minutes, because I sprayed my face very heavily with a setting spray and it's still drying a little bit, like my forehead's still drying. But I think the skin looks really good. My powder products didn't have any issue blending over the foundation, even though I didn't set it completely with powder. I just set around my eyes, around my nose, on my mustache, and around my mouth because I was still feeling a little sweaty after the gym, so I wanted to set all that down. I did prime, powder, and setting spray, so I am trying to give this foundation as much of a good shot to succeed rather than doing nothing that I would normally do and just seeing how it wears. I can do it the other way around if you guys would like to see that, but for now, I think considering I'm going to be walking around outside in the humidity, I thought this was the most fair way to test this product. So I will be back at the end of the day to show you how it's looking and tell you my first impression thoughts. Hey guys, I am back and I'm doing the update to how my MAC Face and Body Radiant Foundation is looking. Sorry, I wanted to call it Sheer Glow, and I'm like, no, that's NARS. My MAC Face and Body is looking. So here is how the face is looking, and I'm gonna get up really close so you can see the skin. I do have my pores peeking through because I'm a face that has pores. You can still see my skin through. I do feel like it's worn off a little bit right here and a little bit right here where I tend to touch my face a lot, but the foundation, my nose is looking pink in the camera, but when I'm looking in the mirror, it actually looks pretty well covered still. My pores are a little bit evident, but they're nothing too bad. This is much less oily and like shiny looking than my Coola one that I've been using up. Oh no, I dropped everything. Now I did use a mattifying primer. I set around my T-zone pretty well with powder, and I used a mattifying setting spray. So did that help this keep not being oily? Hopefully, or else I just applied a lot of product for no reason. But I do think generally the skin looks really nice. I'm excited to use this again. I'm excited to use up my Coola one so that this can be kind of my everyday foundation, because I think it applied well, it matches my skin well, and it wears well. I did get very sweaty at the lake today. I went with a friend. We walked around Lake Harriet. It was beautiful, and I got very sweaty. Now when I do get sweaty and I'm out and about and I've got a full face, I try to kind of like dab very lightly to not remove. That does remove a little bit of foundation, but it's better than like swiping it all off. So I think that did help me keep foundation on in some of these areas. But, sorry. But overall, I do think, considering that I walked around and sweated, and then I came home and I was working on filming, laptop, all of that stuff, and touching my face, I look really good. So that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys!